Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Hit your notification bell so you don't miss my future videos. And book me to get your face snatched. Shop my website. My hair is from my website, which is the water wave texture, and some coconut oil is keeping my hair alive, honey. And also my lashes. I don't know if you guys can see it because my liner is so thick. But this is the Scorpiana lashes on my website, and it's fully in stock, so get you a pair, girl, before it's sold out. So this video is sort of a story time, which is my worst experience ever with doing makeup clients, and this is going to be the reason why I will choose not to travel to clients anymore. Like, no offense to anyone, I used to love traveling to clients, but this is a wrap for it. Like, seriously, this is like my worst experience ever. Like, they do say every client is not going to be for you, but no. One thing for me when it comes to doing makeup, I need to be in a comfortable space. I need to be in an open space where I can move around freely, and all my tools, I can access my products, and that I could set up my lighting in a good spot that I can probably turn you around wherever, you get the gist. But I had this client earlier this week, and she had a special occasion. And when you're booking on my website, it's going to ask you a few questions, like, about your skin type and whatnot. This helps me choose products which are appropriate for your skin, whether I'm traveling to you or not. And she texted me, we talked, and then she ended up texting me again, talking about what shades of lipstick that she wants and whatever, which was nude. And, got down to the day of the appointment, and I get to the place, and first of all, it's hot as hell outside, okay? It's hot that day. And I get into the apartment. There's no window. No window. And it's cramped. And seems like she's renting out a room in the, complex. And I'm like, how can you tell me, if I want to sit out in the hallway, where am I going to put my tools and products, like, lay them out and open them to find stuff to put on your face? And then she sits in her friend's room, which everything is so close together, she can't even find an appropriate spot to sit. I have nowhere to put my tools. You don't have a table that I can access. I have to put everything on the bed. And that alone is already uncomfortable, because what if my products fall and, dirty up your friend's sheets? And there's no way for me to put my lights up properly to, begin what I'm doing. Okay, nonetheless, I am so hot, I'm sweaty, and I can't focus. So her friend finds a, portable fan, like, those spray fans you put water in over the summer. So she puts water in that, and then the fan is like blowing this mist on me, which is sort of cooling, but not good enough. She's sitting on this really low chair compared to if you had just come to your regular appointment. I have an adjustable chair that I can put you to sit in, and I am bending over, which is killing my back. And her friend is being a distraction. She's not, like, cooperating. And I'm like, how can I have you, like, open your eyes and look up, for instance, setting under your eyes, and you're not even doing this? How you're not cooperating? How do you expect me to be able to do my work? So that was uncomfortable enough. And then, the time's going by. So since she said she wanted a neutral look, I bought a bunch of neutral eyeshadow palettes. And, And here she goes talking about glitter. And I'm like, glitter? Sis, you did not book for glitter. So ain't nobody about to use no glitter for you. And I told her, I have something which substitutes the glitter. It's a pigment, and we can use that. So she goes along with it. When it comes to lashes, I brought a whole selection of lashes. So you can choose whatever lash you want. You didn't book for mink lashes, so she seemed to be having this attitude with picking the lashes. They're not going on my eyes, and it's not going to be on my face. So obviously you have to pick your lashes. Like, she's acting all iffy about it, like she didn't want to pick her lashes. And I'm like, okay. So we continue with the rest of her makeup, and when she's finally finished, she looked at her face in the mirror, she took selfies, whatever. She said thank you and blah blah blah. She's letting her hair down. And when she gets to doing that, we get to the lip. So I added a nude matte lipstick in a darker shade to line her outer lip, and then a softer and much brighter color in the middle of her lip. So I added a gloss over it because, matte lipsticks tend to get dry. And then she's like, oh, her lip looks like there's nothing on there. You said you wanted a nude lip. And I feel like it was bright enough for the occasion. You're going somewhere where a softer look is much better for you. So she's like, oh, don't you have something a lot brighter than this? And I'm like, this is not nude at this point, baby. Like, you're asking for peach colors, and this is not nude. So anyway, it was tacky enough that you're asking for substitute of other products that you didn't book for, and you're making other suggestions. But then, her friend doesn't have a nude lipstick. She doesn't have one, or the shade that she claims she wants. And then her friend is saying to use some concealer on her lips instead. And I'm like, do you know the use of concealer? And she was like, oh no, you can use the concealer and then mix it with this and then put a gloss over it. And I'm like, concealer moves when it's not set with powder, setting powder. It moves and creates a mess. So her tacky self went ahead with it and said, oh yeah, add it and whatever. And I'm like, I'm sure this is going to be a disaster and you're not going to blame me for it. So I went along with her suggestion, and she was like, oh, you can add some of that pigment over it so it can match the eyeshadow. Your eyeshadow is nude. You already had a nude lip, and you're complaining that it wasn't matching. But nonetheless, when the entire look was finished, I packed up my stuff and I left. She didn't say anything to me. She didn't, whatever. So the following day, she's gonna text me and say, oh, she didn't like this and she didn't like that, and whoever didn't like this and whoever didn't like that. And I'm like, first of all, a lot of the suggestions you were making at the last minute, you're using products for purposes that they're not meant for. And if you had an issue with anything that you wanted to fix, or you felt like, tweak this here for me, tweak this there for me, fix my eyeliner, fix my wing liner, my lashes falling off, I am there for that purpose. So, I responded to one text message and I never responded to her again, because you cannot be rude to me and then try to be nice. Whatever occasion my client has and you come to get your makeup done, I am there for making your face look beat and whatever suggestions you have, what you like and what you don't like. So if something is bothering you and you're not telling me about it, or you feel like, okay, can you brighten or darken my concealer or brighten or darken my foundation. Like, come on, sis. I've had clients before say like they don't like concealer being too bright on their face, so therefore you can't use a concealer shade that is twice as light as them. Like, you can't do that. So to avoid any confrontations with her, I just literally blocked her from my Instagram, and I stopped responding to her messages, because at the end of the day, I wouldn't want to step out of line and jeopardize my brand because of one miserable client. And I've never had anybody come to me with that kind of attitude and whatever. So at the end of the day, some clients do need to realize us makeup artists are people too. And if you have a problem with something, your makeup artist is there to help you. But with that being said, side note is I'm not traveling to clients anymore, because if my workspace cannot be comfortable, that alone is already a problem for me. And then if you want to have attitudes on top of this, no sis, is a wrap. I have had clients say the sweetest things, give me some of the sweetest reviews. They text me the following day and say how their face was beat. It lasted the entire night. And listen, I've never had a client like this before. And I was kind of disappointed in her because, sis. But anyway, I'm not going to go into too much detail about her and everything else. But the whole situation, I feel like, is a no-go zone for me. I never used to have any concerns about going to a client's house before, and her friend was having those weird like ideas and making those weird comments. And like, I have gone to as far as hotels in Manhattan to get clients' face beat. So you making some of those comments is making me real uncomfortable, and I hope some of you don't have to deal with those type of situations. I feel like this is why some makeup artists say they don't travel, but hey, it is what it is. So thank you guys so much, and I hope this will not be an inconvenience to any of my future clients, that I'm not traveling to nobody no more. But I hope you guys can be understanding.